Hi everyone, it's Dr. Eudene. So does coconut oil improve your cholesterol level or worsen your cholesterol level? That's what we're here to talk about today. Maybe recently you've been told your cholesterol is starting to creep up a little bit and you've heard about coconut oil, but you start to wonder, but isn't coconut oil a saturated fat? Well, if that is you, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to break down for you the connection between cholesterol and coconut oil. And is it a winner or should we pass on it? Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Eudene. I'm a holistic medical strategist, and I help you to ditch the doubt, the diet, the deprivation, and lean into self-acceptance, love, and listening to your body so you can learn what's truly healthy for you so that you can live your life energetically and on purpose. And today I wanted to talk to you about coconut oil, yay or nay? Well, first of all, let's start with the basics. Yes, coconut oil is a saturated fat, but you already knew that. The question is then, how come coconut oil is good for your cholesterol and where did that information come from? And that's a really good question and thought. See, most of this information stems from the fact that there were some studies done on Pacific Islanders looking at their diets. Their diets comprised primarily of anywhere between 30% to 60% of their diet comprised of eating the coconut flesh or the juice squeezed from the coconut. And what they found looking at these Pacific Islanders was that, yes, they did have a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. And yes, their cholesterol levels were better. Their good cholesterol was really good and their bad cholesterol was within that normal range. So what's the skinny on this? What is happening? Well, let's take a closer look, shall we? So those Pacific Islanders, their diets also comprised a lot. They were higher in omega-3s, they were higher in fiber, they're really limited in refined carbohydrates, and they ate their vegetables. Now, the question is, can you extrapolate that information onto someone who is consuming the Western diet, which tends to be higher in refined carbohydrates and sugars, higher in trans fats, higher in meats, less vegetables, right, and more processed foods? Can we do that? Well, along came some researchers trying to answer that question. They looked at some of those Pacific Islanders that had moved to New Zealand and were now consuming a more Western type of diet. So it was higher in refined carbohydrates, sugars, meats, etc. And what they found was that yes, even though they consumed perhaps the same amount of coconut, their cholesterol levels were also now increased, right? So what is happening there is the question. To further confuse the issue, they did a study on 2,000 women and looked at their intake of coconut oil. And what they did notice is that yes, total cholesterol did increase, but good cholesterol levels increased as well. And the ratio of total cholesterol to good cholesterol did not change at all. And let me explain to you what that means. You see, cholesterol is not just one big particle. It's made up of several different particles. And so when we say good cholesterol, that form of cholesterol is usually bigger and fluffier and bouncier, and the bad cholesterol is usually smaller and more inflammatory. So when you're looking at cholesterol, you're not just looking at the total cholesterol number, but you're looking at the breakdown of cholesterol as well. And so coconut oil has been linked with an increase of the good cholesterol. So now, if all of that is really confusing to you and you're thinking, I still don't know if coconut oil is good for me or bad for me, here's what you do. You go to your doctor and you ask him or her for a specific test that helps you to determine not only your total cholesterol level, but also the amount of the types of cholesterol that you do have. Either the particle size test for cholesterol or the cardio IQ test for cholesterol. And that helps to break it down a little bit more for you. Now, if you're consuming a fair amount of coconut oil and those test values are not great, then perhaps coconut oil is not good for you. Now, the other caveat here that I want to point out is that it seems when coconut oil, these studies, what they came to the conclusion was that when coconut oil was consumed as the flesh and the flour with a dietary pattern that was higher in omega-3s, lower in refined carbohydrates and sugars, and higher in fiber and omega-3s, they found that that did not have a negative effect on your cholesterol level and may actually help to improve your risk of heart disease. So hopefully this answers your question. In summary, coconut oil for cholesterol, yay or nay, that depends on you individually and it depends on your diet. Consuming coconut with a healthy diet may actually be good for you and or at least not have the negative impact that saturated fats tend to have on our cholesterol. So hopefully this has been helpful. This is Dr. Eudene. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Bye-bye.